With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
In this question, we have to get the correct sequence for the origin of life. Now, we all know that today we can see a very rich, a very complex biodiversity on our earth. So many different species of living organisms. But obviously, it has not been this way from the start. And it has developed, it has evolved over a very long period of time by the action of evolutionary forces. So many different scientists give different theories for the origin of life, how this biodiversity, how the first life forms would have been formed. And out of these, the widely accepted theory is the one given by two scientists named Oparin and Haldane, in which they talk about the chemical evolution. Basically, they say that before any living cell can be formed, before any life form can be formed, we need many different kinds of organic substances. We need many diverse biomolecules. And according to them, these diverse biomolecules were formed from the inorganic constituents on the early earth. So after these biomolecules, such as nucleic acids, proteins, fats, pigments, once they were formed, after this, by the action of evolutionary forces, they could develop into the living cells. So what are we going to find first? The first thing should be, in our sequence, the inorganic materials or inorganic constituents that we are talking about in our chemical evolution theory. So there are two options in which inorganic materials are the first step. So one out of these is going to be our correct answer. Then next, what is formed from the inorganic constituents? The organic substances or the biomolecules. So next should be organic material. So again, in both the options, after inorganic, they are saying organic. Now, what is going to happen to these organic materials? Because isolated biomolecules do not constitute life just by themselves. So they actually formed some aggregates. We had some aggregates of the biomolecules such as proteins and lipids. And these biomolecules were like a suspension or a colloidal solution inside these aggregates. So some of these aggregates also showed some properties which resemble the living cells. So we can say that they were the protocells because they were not like just a bundle of biomolecules. They were separated from their surroundings. They were enclosed inside a membrane. Apart from this, they could also replicate themselves. So self-replication, just like a living cell. And due to these properties, these colloidal aggregates developed into the eobiont or the protobionts, such as the coacervates or the microspheres, are the precursors of the living cell, which finally, by the action of evolutionary forces, they are going to develop into the cell. And this single cell which was developed has over time evolved into the complex biodiversity that we have today. So out of these given options, the correct sequence for origin of life, according to the theory of chemical evolution, according to theory given by Oparin and Haldane, is option A, inorganic material. Then we got organic materials. Then they formed colloidal aggregates which developed into the eobionts, the coacervates and such. And finally, the cell was formed.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.